there's a really cool and innovative after-school program going on here at Hurt Park Elementary, and here to talk about is Joe Salmon. Joe, thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
It's called Reading and Robots, so it's essentially in two parts. So let's start off with the reading part. What's that all about?
Well, we usually start the day or the after-school program with reading. And for about 30 minutes on Friday afternoons, students come together. We have from 5 to 10 in the group, and they read children's literature. The purpose of that is to get them into books that they really enjoy and something that will pique their interest and help them to become better readers and to enhance their skill of reading.
And this is the second year for the program. Have you noticed a change in the way they read, or even just a spark in the interest of reading?
I've noticed more a spark in the interest of reading. I will be in the hall some days during school, and different students that are in Reading and Robots Club will come up and talk about books that they found in the library about robots or about machines or something like that that they're reading. And I think it's wonderful when I see them coming down the hall and they have a book in their hand.
That's cool.
And they enjoy reading.
Okay, let's get, since you mentioned it, the robot part. This is sort of the fun part.
Oh, yes.
What's that involve?
About 5 years ago, I had the pleasure of attending Space Camp in Huntsville, Alabama, and I was introduced to the Lego education program where the students make different robots, and this is called Mindstorms. It's suited to children that are ages 8 to 12, and what they do after the students read for about 30 minutes, they each have a kit, and they're working on making a robot, and it's based on Legos. After they put the robot together, they can program the robot through some simple programming techniques to do different things. And what we're working toward is having the robots play a game of soccer at the end of this program. So it's something that the students are enjoying. They need to follow procedures. They need to look at books and follow steps as far as putting the robot together. And then they learn a little bit about programming, and they see how all that comes together.
And we should mention these are fifth graders, right?
These are fourth and fifth graders.
Fourth and fifth graders. And the whole idea is to sort of introduce them to some, I mean, obviously they already take science, but maybe a more advanced science. And what is the end result beyond that?
There's research that shows that if students are in clubs in the fifth grade that are science-oriented, that they will take more science, advanced science classes in middle school and high school. So the goal of this program is to have students become interested in the fifth grade so that they will want to go on to middle school and get into some of their new technology programs that they have right here in Roanoke City Public Schools, and then go on to high school and continue that, and hopefully they may go on to somewhere like tech and go into engineering or computer programming or take some science-oriented classes there.
And you're seeing how creative they are, but in reality we may not see the effects of this or the impact several years down the road when they get into middle and high school, right?
That's exactly right. Right now, the students are looking at it as something really fun and as something that's exciting to do, and I hope they continue that attitude so that they will want to work with that more. I have a student that was in our program last year, and he comes back every Friday to help me with the group.
And he's now in middle school, right?
He's now in middle
that's
school.
Cool.
And he's taking technology classes there at middle school and continuing on with the program there. He became very interested last year, and he's continuing that at James Madison Middle School.
That's really cool. And so when you put this in front of them, is there a lot of fear in the beginning, or do they pick it right up? Or I can only imagine if you put this in front of me, it'd take me a long time to figure out how to use it or put it together.
Well, you know, it's quite amazing. When we first started, it was new for me. I had worked with the students when I was at NASA in Huntsville, but when I came back, it was something that I was doing on my own with the students. So we started out together, and in about 2 or 3 weeks, they were going beyond what I was doing, you know, because it's something that they pick up naturally. You know, there are some kinesthetic skills that they put in, that go into play there, that and it's something that I would say after about 4 or 5 weeks, it's just almost a natural thing for them to do, to be able to put these robots together.
They're doing some pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe. We appreciate it.
Thank you
And we'll
for
be right
coming.
back.